Editing my work in progress day 12 has gone really well. Today has been gloomy and rainy here, and it has been absolutely perfect weather for editing a paranormal romance. So I did get through all my edits today, like I hoped I would, but I am doing a quick reread of the book now. I think I still have just a couple chapters left before I send it back to my editors because I want to make sure that all of the edits that I incorporated were correct, because you never know when you're using certain functions in a computer program. Sometimes things get a little messed up, and I want to make sure that's not the case this time. So it should be going back to my editors tomorrow for the proofread. I'm not sure when it will be in the queue for the actual proofreading. I don't have a deadline for that. But once I get it back to them tomorrow, I will be able to return to Battleborn Bride, and that will give me a week to make the changes that I want to in the first draft to clean it up a little bit and hopefully have it ready for my edits and beta reads, because that's going to be a quick week. And time, we all know that it goes pretty quickly, but especially when you're on a deadline. So Restless Spirits Book Two will go back tomorrow morning, probably first thing. I plan to get up and just sit down and start working on it right away because the sooner the better. And then I will probably spend the rest of the day, when I'm not doing chores, working on Battleborn Bride. I will say that Restless Spirits Book Two is much smoother now than it was when I started, which is always nice. The reread has been pleasant because sometimes I reread my work and I'm cringing because I can't stand it. So I'm hopeful that means that this book is an improvement, maybe over some of my previous work. That's the goal with every book I release, is that it will be better than the last. And hopefully it will be enjoyable to anybody who decides to pick it up and read it. My reread has been so quick, probably because I've reread it so many times at this point with all the editing and everything. But I'm hopeful that first-time readers will be able to savor it a little bit and not get through it quite as quickly as I have. Someday I will write longer books, but today is not that day. Except Battleborn Bride will be slightly longer than Restless Spirits Book Two. So it's been a good day all around, much better than my discombobulated yesterday, which seems to have carried over into yesterday's video. I am not sure why that cut off at the end, but it was the same thing that happened to our podcast yesterday morning when I was doing the audio. So we'll see if this video actually ends up being complete. I did check my video yesterday before I uploaded it, so I don't know what happened between my check and the upload. Yesterday it was somewhat frustrating, really, because it was just one thing after another. But yesterday's over. Today was much better. And like I said, the weather's been very nice. I probably would have been done with Restless Spirits if I hadn't napped in my recliner this afternoon, because it was just that kind of weather. Definitely a napping day. And I had a nice, quick little cat nap that refreshed me enough that I did a little bit more work on my book before dinner. And it's just been a pleasant Monday all around. So I think I'm going to keep this video short today because I want to make absolutely sure that there is a full video to be posted tonight. Again, frustrating, but these things happen, and it's kind of appropriate considering what I was talking about yesterday. But I will probably go get this posted and then spend a few minutes getting things together for tomorrow, because tomorrow promises to be a busy day. I've got some chores to get caught up on, and I'll be working on not one, but two books. And I said to JT at dinner, I'm never doing this to myself again. And he said, until you forget. And I said, nope, I have my videos to go back to. So there will be definitely repeated viewings of these videos in the future if I actually have the thought that I might want to try this again, because doing two books in such a short time frame was not my brightest idea. But I'm getting through it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm actually very excited to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm about ready to move on to some other things. One of the challenges of writing a book is sometimes that, especially when you're in the editing phase and you have reread it what feels like a million times, you kind of want to try something new. And, it's hard because you need to put all the proper work into making it the best book possible. But focusing on it when you've been so caught up in it for so long is just challenging. And I'm looking forward to getting past that. So I hope you are having a wonderful day, that you have a good week ahead. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo here in the United States, if anybody celebrates that. I don't personally. And today, obviously for Star Wars fans, is May the 4th be with you. I used to be such a huge Star Wars fan, but the universe has gotten so big that I kind of lost interest. And anyway, that's a tangent I'm not going on right now. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you're looking forward to the week ahead. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is The Life of a Writer. Take care.